full-blown Rolex lover boy.
Citizen lover boys. Hey there, it's Bobby Legs, and welcome to a special Friday night episode of Watch Talk. I am joined by my good friends Dan and Amin. Dan, how are you? 2 times this week you're on the streams, man. You're the celebrity, man. You're the new hot thing. You are the Kristen, the one that was in, the one that was in that movie with the vampires. Kristen Stewart. You're like the new Kristen Stewart. Twilight. That's
Oh my god.
Yeah. You are just everywhere.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know about that.
What do you got on wrist today?
Today I have my tuna.
Oh yeah, very, very nice.
Yeah.
Love that tech. Amin, it's good to see you, man.
Hello, good to be here.
Yeah, man. So, look, I know you're a Knicks fan, but were you pulling in any way for Boston?
I was pulling a little bit for Golden State last night. Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think Boston. For one thing, I find them likable and entertaining style of play.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're part of. It's a special team, right?
Yeah.
And then Boston sports fans are a little spoiled.
Yeah.
And they just think they're supposed to win everything all the time.
I know.
So I pull against them a little bit.
But before the year 2001, right? It was like cry baby city, man. Oh my God. And before the Red Sox won it, it was just Bill Buckner, the curse of the Bambino. It was just
so back then I would have wanted the Celtics to win. And when we first moved here, which was, I don't know, 14, 15 years ago, I wanted the Celtics to do well. And when the Celtics won with Paul Pierce, that Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett team, I was really happy for them.
Yeah.
But the longer I've been here, the more I feel like Boston sports fans are just a little hard to take.
Yeah.
They're a little just a little hard to take. So I'm enjoying the tears a little bit.
Yeah. You feed off the tears and you feel like you grow as a human, right? Because you're sustaining your life with the tears of the many Boston fans who are crying today.
Yeah, I said this before. Like, if the Knicks got to the second or third round of the playoffs, I'd be very appreciative. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if the Giants had a guy there's people around here who don't even appreciate Tom Brady because he left, right? Like, after all the championships that he gave them. And when I say there are people here like that, I mean a lot of people. It's not like a couple people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Well, they see him as a traitor, right? They see him as a traitor.
Yeah, either a traitor or something like that. I don't get too into it. I mean, God, if anybody,
they're like, if I see Brady, I'm gonna hit him with my car. You know what I mean? Like that kind of. Probably a bunch of those guys. What do you got on wrist, man?
Breguet Marine. I got it. I wore it today to get it pressure tested at a local place.
Oh, and did it pass?
Checked out, passed.
Very excellent.
Yeah.
I got the citizen, the nice. Affectionate chicken watch. Yeah, we got something to talk about today. But let's say hello to the chat first. And see what's going on. Hey, Chaz is here. Chaz from the Berg. How are you? AJ, let's effing go. Brownie is here. MJ is here. Javi Bobby is here. James, greetings. How are you, my friend? Kevin S is here. Deech is here. He's not too happy today because the Celtics lost. Steve Time Hill is here. Wilson, what is up? How are ya? Good to see you. Good to see you here. Wilson, one of the nicest guys you'll meet. Dib is here. Hello, Dib. Dib, I'll throw in the the link to this if you're interested in coming on, because you've always have interesting opinions. Justin is here, strapped in, of course. Caliber YQG is here. Sam, all the way from Australia. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Peter C is here. Wayben, hey, yeah, wasn't expecting to show. Don't typically have one on the Friday nights, or used to have one on Friday nights. But glad to be here tonight as well. Keith is here. How you doing, Keith? Joe, how you doing? Nice to see you. And yeah. So it looks like we got everybody here. KR Joy, I didn't miss anybody. Good to see you as well. So, okay, I kind of had this thought that we should get together and talk about a certain brand that has gained some sort of popularity in the last year or so. It's a relatively new brand, and not really sure what to make of them. And they came out with a release the other day, and let me bring it up here. I don't know why I keep on not saying what the brand is. I mean, you guys know what the brand is because I have it on the title here, but it's Furlan Mari. And this brand is definitely a hot topic, right? And it's created, I think, in the watch community. At least some of the people that I know, like some either, they're interested or they really hate it. There's no in between here about how you feel about this brand. And I just wanted to get your thoughts on this because I know a lot of people are really interested in this new release. But I think I've seen this before, right? So Dan, tell me what your thoughts on the brand and this release.
Well, I didn't like the first watch that got all that praise, which was just a Mega Quartz chronograph, which
Right.
they got like a GPHG award for. Like, I didn't see anything special about that. I hate the name of the brand. But
although at least in their case, it's their actual names, right? The two guys
Yeah,
who made the brand.
yes,
One
yeah.
guy's name was Furlan, the other guy's name was Mari. At least they didn't pick
Right.
some,
Yeah.
trendy sounding
So,
name out of nothing.
I can't hate them for having that last name,
Yeah.
It's not like Formex, which is, just a made up word. So,
Or Frederic Constant, which is I think is a made up thing.
Is it? It's not
I think I think they were just coming out with something that sounded like
fancy
stuff. Fancy.
Yeah. It's European, it must be fancy.
Yeah.
I mean this is not for me, it's not my style, but I'm happy that it exists.
You liked it though. Like, I mean,
I like it. I
think
it's beautiful. Yeah. Like, the styling, like the design, the lugs, the dial, the hands, everything. Like the movement that they chose, the price point. I think it hits a lot of check boxes. Like.
Well,
if I
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, before you guys, Amin jumps in or you finish that thought, let's just talk about what it has in here. So, I mean, you're looking at a price point around 1,250 Swiss francs, which is roughly the same as US dollars these days. You have a Le Jour Perret 3-hander movement in here, 68-hour power reserve. It's a 37.5 case diameter, 10.5 mil thick. 46 lug to lug, so it's going to fit a lot of wrists, right? Sapphire crystal with AR coating. So a lot of nice bells and whistles here, or stuff that we're kind of used to now, or expecting from. The price point is a little high. But Amin, what are you feeling about this watch? You're not really feeling this, are you?
So I can't separate my feelings about this watch from my feelings about the brand, right? So. Dan alluded to the previous watch that they came out with. When I look at this watch in isolation, I would look at it and say, I'm not aware of any watch they exactly copied, right? But it's a sort of derivative design. There's a lot of historic sector dial watches from Patek and Longines, and they added some Breguet numerals. They bolted some horn style lugs from within the case that are sort of Vacheron like. So it's, as far as I know, it's not a direct copy. It's definitely kind of a little bit of a clumsy derivative, right? It's not like they didn't come out with some bold new design, right? They kind of pieced together some elements of some different stuff. Like this, these Breguet numerals sort of remind me of that Baltic, that micro rotor Breguet numerals, right? Another kind of nice looking watch that you could argue is a good value proposition like this one. So when I see this, I'm like, it's a little heavy-handed derivative. It's not exactly my thing, but it's also not. I could see why somebody would like it. It's pleasing to the eye, which I would also say for that Baltic, and the value proposition I think is reasonable. But when I gotta, can I share screen for a little bit here, Rob?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna go back. Furlan Mari was a Kickstarter, right? They started as a Kickstarter, and so and they got some coverage, like, for example, Furlan Mari, the watch brand the world needs, right? From the here's Seiko, right? And this is not an unusual coverage. If you go back and look at the coverage they got, you can see that this kind of assessment is not rare. It wasn't just Waco, right? And so what is this watch? It's basically here's the watch again. They brought it out in different colors. It was pretty much a copy of this Patek 1463, right? Hands slightly different, but they basically copy the design. Even the pushers out here, if you look at the design on those pushers, it is they pretty much copied that, and the whole dial layout. Okay, they got a Mecca quartz watch where they copied an old design, okay, and then the press was just incredible to the point where they win a special jury award. Like, this isn't even necessarily, like, this isn't one of those awards where there's 10 contestants, right? This is like this jury of insiders has a discretionary award, right, for horological revelation. It was previously, it's not even awarded every year, but previously given to Resonance Type 3, Laurent Ferrier Gallet Square. 2019, the Ming Copper, which I'd argue is a much more unique watch. The Peterman Bedat Deadbeat Seconds. Look up that watch if you haven't seen it. It's not very, it doesn't really belong in the same list as a Furlan Mari Mecca Quartz Patek homage watch. And so this whole swell of coverage, insiders raving about it, culminating in this GPHG prize, I think led a lot of, like, some of our friends to think that one of two things is going on. And one is either the insiders are playing a joke on watch collectors and seeing whether they can get them to buy this thing at way over the going rate so that they can laugh at us, right?
Which works,
right? Because it's on eBay selling way above retail value. So either it's just a joke, or they're on the take. And this is an industry that's we always talk about whether YouTubers are telling the truth about when they're being paid for something, right? Whether the watch press is being honest about their relationships. And this one just really raises a lot of eyebrows. Like, how, there are nice looking copies of historical watches from lots of brands, Dan Henry, Baltic, you can name a bunch of them, right? And a lot of those too, you raise an eyebrow sometimes. Rob, when you raise an eyebrow at the Baltic coverage, right? Like how positive the coverage of that watch was. So I know I'm going on a long time here, but this watch, it just seemed like something fishy was going on, right? So this original one. So now they come out with another watch. It's not quite as derivative. It's you know, it's sort of it's clearly a homage to historical models, but not in as clumsy a way. It's automatic, and I don't know. I can't like let go of their history. I just, yeah, that's what I think. On its own, it's like, that's fine. You know, it's could be a good value.
I got you.
Yeah.
The reason why I like this is because I think they nailed it as far as, because like the previous one, the dual register chronograph, they're a dime a dozen. You can get a Brew, you can get, you know, whatever, Dan Henry, like you said, Christopher Ward, whatever. There, but for this style, if you want this style and you can't spend 20 grand for a Vacheron or Patek, there's nothing else that fits this niche. Like if you,
why do you say that?
You can. I mean,
what about?
Well, I don't think the Longines is like this, though. I think this is way more dressy looking than the Longines. Where I think
what about the Baltic
sector? I would say this is better because it's got I think it's better design and better movement, because the Baltic just has a Chinese movement in it, right? It's unproven. You know, probably the Le Jouperet should be more robust and more reliable and more serviceable, I would think.
If you look at the macro of the dial, the surface is exactly like the Baltic. That kind of lumpy, plasticky looking granular thing.
Yeah. I mean, someone mentioned this and I didn't notice it right away, but after they pointed it out, that's all I could see. It's because the crosshairs actually go through the word Furlan at the specifically in the end, and it looks odd. And someone said they should have broken up the crosshair so that it doesn't dissect it, like just make a small break above and below the actual brand name. And that's definitely, I feel like, an oversight because it does look a little bit odd. But that's so minor.
That doesn't.
So minor.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be an improvement to me or not. Yeah, I mean, it's a pleasing type of design. It has been for almost 100 years.
Yeah.
So I don't know, to copy that and get a basic. I mean, Le Jouperet is. I do like that it's different, right? I'm not going to have too many Le Jouperet. It's high quality. It's Swiss. It's got a long power reserve, and it's different from my other movements. So I like variety. Like I like to have different movements. So that part's nice, but at the same time, it's not, it's not a high end movement for them.
No.
But yeah, it's not a high end price. It's okay. They did okay.
I don't think this is marketed towards you or I.
Yeah.
It's marketed towards a different type of buyer, different type of collector, really. At the 1,200, that's really entry. It's it's still a lot of money, but for most people. But I mean, I'm not buying this thing, and I don't see you buying this because it's. But for $1,200, you're getting sapphire, you're getting decent movement. It looks good. The dimensions are kind of classic, 37 millimeter. They didn't make this design and make it 40 millimeters, and it's ridiculous. So I'm glad that it exists.
Let's catch up with the chat. Clayton here from the Watchdog Podcast. Hey all, thought that the Thing Hands guy might be joining to defend Furlan Mari's honor. LOL. Is it a quartz? No, it is, as we've mentioned, MJ. It is a Le Jouperet automatic movement. Couple of Celtics jokes. We'll skip those. Wilson saying Amin bringing receipts. Yeah, no, Amin.
Yep.
Amin definitely brings the receipts. Steve, I like it, but Amin nailed it. It is derived from other designs. I think we've all seen this before. Colin, appreciating the surgical takedown. by Amin. Justin, Furlan Maria are both industry insiders who started their own thing, knew all the hype guys, and are investing all their Kickstarter in marketing and not the watches.
Can I
Yeah,
comment on
go ahead.
that? So the other thing is that, we look at this list of previous GPHG winners and how they don't fit in there. And if you're on Instagram, you see that like all these like super wealthy high-end collectors are posting like their Urwerk, their Grunfeld, their Patek, and their Furlan Mari. Like, you know what I mean? Like Instagram
That is weird.
full of those pictures, and it's like it's really weird. Dan's saying like, this isn't a watch for me, it's not a watch for him. Like, this sure isn't a watch for those people either.
Yep.
So are they influenced by these insiders who are buddy with these people, or are they on the take two, or what the hell's going on? It's a turnoff.
Yeah.
Canadian Watch Monkey saying if Furlan Mari was not hyped by Hodinkee, nobody would even notice. MJ is saying I have a Christopher Ward Sandstorm automatic sector dial, love it. Con, when Marco guys on Instagram fall over themselves to fillet Furlan Mari and then dump on Longue and Vacheron and Patek, something is up. I probably should have read that one before. Okay, I'll give
No, it's
Colin
fine.
a chance. I think many of these guys were spelunking it because they simply want to get the good graces of the in crowd and feel wanted. Go ahead, Dan. You're gonna say.
No, I agree with Colin. Like, there's a lot of macro shots of the previous chronograph that show that it's like the dial's actually pretty decent.
Roy the Tiger, the Lejeune Parade is a Swiss variant of the Miyota 9000 series, but unlike the Miyota, it winds in both directions. Okay, that's good to know.
Both owned by Citizen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lejeune Parade and Miyota.
Yeah.
The dial with printed indices and numbers looks cheap.
I think those are applied numbers. Indices definitely printed.
Based on marketed towards dudes who want to emulate Waco. I don't know if anybody wants to emulate Waco in at the airport for sure.
Is it me, or does the 9 look like it's tilted?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Doesn't look like the rest of them.
Yeah, a little bit.
None of these folks are really.
It's probably a 6 just upside down. Like, they didn't bother making it separate.
Still, they could have rotate a little bit.
Yeah, it needs to go counterclockwise a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you mentioned Baltic earlier.
Yeah.
And a few months ago when Baltic came out with their Revolution collab, I kind of took umbrage of it. I got the watch. I actually bought the watch because I wanted to take a look at it, and I ended up passing on doing a scathing review of it. But what really bothered me, it wasn't so much the watch itself. I know what Baltic's game is, right? But it was guys like Waco saying that the guy who founded Baltic, Etienne, whatever his name is, I forget. It's off the top of my head. I forget what his name is. Etienne Malik, calling him like the next superstar in the watch world with brilliant designs, and basically what was brilliant about his designs is that he's able to borrow from other classic designs and put it together. And that's the brilliant part of what he does. There's no originality, right, in those watches, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine, but it's fishy. And I get the same sense here as you do, Amin, and as other people do with the Furlan Mari, with the way that the brand came about, winning or getting that special award from the GPHG, which is BS, right? And then putting this out and getting accolades from insiders, and it's just, look, nobody cares about this except for us, right?
No. Yeah.
But there are people out there who are seeing this, who are falling hook, line, and sinker, right? And they're just being. I mean, look, we're at a certain point. I fall into marketing, whatever it is, right? But it's just sad for me to see this. I mean, this is a decent looking watch, right? I think it's a little bit high price wise,
It's a
but
good
it's a
super
decent,
chat. It's a good
decent.
super chat.
What? Okay, sorry. Furlan me once, well, me Furlan me twice. Right. Thank you, Steve. That's a good one. But I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just, we see what's going on here, and like, people are kind of like getting taken in by it. And meanwhile, there's other great brands like a Longines, right, that have the history, right, that have the support, right. It's part of a bigger conglomerate. You get that watch serviced, quality components, right, to the watchmaking there, and you don't get that here with this, per se. The new HM08 is pretty awesome. Neff, I totally agree. We will take a look about that in a little bit.
Longines did the thing with the line through the letter too. I'm looking at it now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Protect the people, Bobby Legs, and Amin, and but we're all trying to do what we can. Like I said, nobody really cares about this stuff other than us. Yeah. I don't know. I see. I mean, I take that. I mean, look. I think
but it's a completely different look. I think it's a completely different look.
It is different.
It is a different.
I wouldn't put them in the same class.
Well, I think you'd still cross shop them. They're very different.
Yeah.
But Longines did make watches like that. Those sector dials.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Omega did.
Also Omega.
A lot of brands did.
Actually, of the modern sector dials, the Furlan Mari dial looks a little bit like the Omega new one.
The CK.
A little bit. Not obviously the watch is very different. Just the dial itself.
Yeah.
The layout of the numbers.
Yeah.
Big Risk is saying Zelos at least has some stunning dial colors, but other than that, Zelos is not really on my radar. Well, at least with Zelos, I mean, they have some original design. I feel, right? More watch list compass. Does anyone think this brand will be around in 5 years? Maybe. I don't know. The sector take priority over branding.
You know who did a very fair article is Watches by SJX. They did a very fair take on this watch. They usually do. I think they're better than most websites. They pointed out some good things about it. They pointed out they pointed out that it's not very creative, but that it's well done, good value proposition.
James is saying I bought a Corona Tokyo, so I can't criticize overpriced, overhyped micro brands too much. I take the Corona over the Furlan Mari any day, though.
No way. I would take that Furlan Mari.
Yeah.
The Corona Tokyo does absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah.
Both are. If you look at the guy, the designer who was in Furlan Mari, like he did work on some high end watches, right? So then he looked at it and said, how can we make a cheap watch that will sell really well? And so that they have that in common with Corona Tokyo. It's somebody who makes really high end watches who decides to try to make a cheap watch. Not cheap, but the first Furlan Mari was cheap. Not Corona, not so much. Coronas are pricier.
There is good reason Longines sells a zillion watches, attractive, fairly priced brand heritage, and nobody goes back in the playbook and pulls out watches and models like Longines has in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
without a doubt. I would take a Longines any day over these watches for sure. Okay, dude, we got it all out. We're good.
And you said like half the people are positive on Furlan Mari, or you kind of said half are positive, half negative. I'm glad we got to do this because I feel like in the wider watch world, it's either super positive or don't care. Really,
Yeah.
The negative is more in our bubble, And so I'm glad now there's a YouTube video titled Furlan Mari Trash or Treasure. And we got to lay out the indictment a little bit.
Okay, so staying true to the title, what's your verdict, Amin? I think I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say overall brand. I'm gonna have to go trash.
Yeah. Dan.
Diamond in the rough.
Wrong. The correct answer is trash. Okay, let's moving on to a couple of new releases, and I gotta tell you, I wasn't crazy about the Hermes HM08 when it came out. I thought it was interesting and okay, but it really did nothing for me. This model though is giving me good feelings.
Oh, this color you like better?
The material, the color. I don't know if there's other. I mean, design wise, it looks pretty much as the same as they all look the same, right?
Yeah, it's just a different color. Yeah.
But this combination is really doing something for me, and I really like this watch. Dan, I know you're a big fan of the HM08.
Yeah.
This is right up your alley, right? I mean, you got titanium here.
I prefer Paul's. Just the plain white titanium.
Yeah.
Because this blue is going to scratch very easily.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this blue is going to get scratched very easily.
Amin, what say you? Oh, Amin's gone. Okay. Fun, but it looks like a fun little watch. I love the strap. I've heard great things about the clasp. Pricey at $82.50. Hopefully that comes down. I'm sure. Nice proportions, same proportions as the or same specs as the Santos that I had. So I know I'm gonna like the way it feels. But very cool watch indeed. I'm big fan of this one. Amin, what say you? Do you like this this new variant of the HM08?
I like the first one quite a bit. I like this too. I think I like Paul's better.
Yeah.
But I think they're both good.
Also saying the last HM08 looks good and so does this to me. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think it looks good.
I like this Hermes, and I don't know why. I think the big wrist, that sums up exactly how I feel. I mean, I do like the titanium and the colors, but I mean, I don't know why.
It's the font,
but I didn't care about this model before or this other variations of this model. It's just this particular one is just, I don't know, it's just hitting me in the spot. Maybe I just like blue. But
sometimes that's all it takes, though.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. I'm a typography nerd, and those numbers hurt my soul.
Oh, really? Wow. I love this font.
I like the font too.
Yeah, I like the font too. I feel like the Hermes looks great in pictures, but not so much in wrist, MJ says. Okay.
Yeah. I've never seen one in person, so I can't say.
The orange highlights on the blue are what makes it takes it over 100% to 105% awesome. Beautiful watch. Paul has the edge. Rick might be a buyer. Colin says this is his favorite H08 so far. The whole package just works. James coming back saying, I dig the second hand though, and the shade of blue.
Yep.
Steve likes it. He thinks it's interesting. Love the numeral font. Got to buy this.
Steve has it.
Yeah, he probably already has it already.
Yeah.
He's just waiting to see what everybody says.
I think it's very interesting. You know, it means something different from Steve.
Yeah. Let's take a look at a couple other. Interesting here, a new version of the Panomatic, the annual calendar. Really liking how they display the calendar here.
Yep. I like it too.
How thick is that guy?
Good question. It's so what do you say? Plus or minus? I'll say plus or minus 13. So what do you think? Over 13 or under?
Over.
Over?
Over.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm saying, is it over 17? I want to know.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
12.4.
Ooh.
Wow. Not
Is
bad.
because is it only gold?
For now.
Red, gold, and
Gold
platinum.
and platinum. Oh, they need.
Yeah.
I need a steel one and then some toxic depreciation, and then I'm very, very interested.
Yeah. I am surprised it's that thin.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good looking watch right there.
Yeah. That's really nice execution.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, but that won't win a horological revelation award. No chance.
Not when it's competing against this new Furlan Mari release. No,
Yeah.
no way. But look at that thing. Wow, that's just beautiful.
Yeah, look at how the 8's highlighted there. Ooh, so nice.
Yeah, I like it.
I can see Wolfie picking this up.
Man, of all the watches, I'm sorry, all the watches that could have won a horological revelation, I just still can't get over that watch got it.
Thank you, Canadian Watch Monkey. Thoughts on the Cerrica 5303? Let's take a look at that.
I'm going to get it.
I'll pull it up. 5303. Let's see here. Can I zoom in a little bit? I assume this is the watch. Delivery end of August 2022.
If you scroll down this bigger picture, keep going.
There we go.
Right there.
I mean, it looks cool. What do you got here? Automatic Swiss caliber Newton.
Those strap attachments look kind of like that Tudor PO1 a little bit.
Oh yeah, I could see that. It's interesting. I'll give you that. It looks like so you have like a minute and an hour.
Yeah.
On the bezel. Yeah, I don't hate it, Canadian Watch Monkey. I mean, I think I have to take a look at it for a little while longer, but I think on the surface it looks pretty cool.
What number is it, sir?
5303. You got a white dial version here. Oh, you can left-hand or right-hand option. That's pretty cool. Amin, any thoughts?
I don't really like it. I don't really like it. It's
Gotcha.
It's I don't hate it, but I don't find the dial very, very pleasing.
Okay.
What is it? The loom plots that are like towards center, or
maybe so. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole. That's at least half the appeal, right? Is that they did it weird, but
yeah, it's something different. Yeah,
It's
just not my kind of weird.
Oh, like so Dib is saying that the movement is 12.6. The watch is around 13.7 on the pano. Let's get back to that real quick.
Still not terrible.
But this is the case.
Yeah.
There's no way the movement's 12 millimeters thick. The watch would be huge.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's referring to a different pano.
Different article.
Anyway, I think we got a winner there with Glasshutte. Hey, one of our friends brought this to our attention the other day. Blancpain. I think this is a Look, I mean, is this an annual? Or yeah, I think it's an annual calendar.
Yeah.
With the moon phase. Super interesting, I think.
I don't think it's an annual calendar.
No?
Because it says
calendar.
quantum. It's a complete calendar, but it's.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay,
annual calendar.
okay. Well, yeah. What do you guys think about this one?
Didn't they have something like this already? I don't love this design either. It's like
Yeah.
it's so centered. I don't know. Something, it's almost too centered.
Mm-hmm.
There's absolutely zero for me. I don't care that it's in titanium.
Oh, that's something coming from Dan. I don't care that it's in titanium. That's the most damning thing I've ever heard Dan say.
That's not going to be the savior, you know?
It's not that pricey, from what I recall.
No, it wasn't
14.8
outrageous. Yeah.
14.8 on titanium, on strap. Okay. Scrolling over here.
You went right past the Citizen. What was that Citizen up
So
there?
yeah, because it's not really
It's no good.
a new. No. It's so okay. You and I have gone down the Citizen rabbit hole lately,
Yeah.
right? This is not necessarily a new release.
Oh, okay.
But what do you
Is it?
think?
I think the integrated part is different, right?
Oh, that part may be different. Correct.
Yeah.
Amin, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How much you think this watch is going for?
It's automatic.
So it's automatic.
Yeah.
It's stainless steel. It's not it's not the titanium.
1,500.
All right. So let me tell you. So it has a couple interesting colors here, right?
Okay.
Looks good. Good. I love the green. There's the movement in the back.
Okay.
So you got 40 millimeter diameter, right?
Okay.
40-hour power reserve. It's got a caliber 8210 in-house.
So it's a lower Miyota and lower spec Miyota, right?
Yeah. 50 millimeter water reserve. It looks like a little bit of a dressy piece, right? So I'm not really worried about that. Check this out.
$300.
$300.
Yeah, I think if they kill the Cyclops and had a pretty decent date, the Cyclops bothers me a little bit.
Yeah,
but
I think this is a gorgeous looking piece.
I think it's could be a good value for $300. I like the yellow.
Yep.
Yeah. I like the yellow.
Little worried about where the crown is. Not necessarily the positioning, but accessibility. With winding, but maybe my worries are not warranted. But that's just one thing that jumps out at me. Sapphire crystal.
This is sort of like a PRX competitor.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's at the quartz price point,
right?
With an automatic.
Yeah. Super interesting. Good looking watch. Coming out, I think next month.
$300. I think it's hard to argue with this for $300.
Yeah. I like it a lot. So let me try to keep up.
Chaz, I give this one 3 chicks.
Let's see here. Let me try to catch up with the.
MJ makes a good point. You can take the Cyclops off one of these, I'm sure.
Right. The regular panoramic lunar is 12.7 mil thick. I'd be shocked if the annual calendar with the moon phase would be the same thickness, unless
I'm gonna go there. I'll look it up on the Glasshutte website while we're talking.
Was it saying no chicken, no good? Steve's saying, going back to the bathyscape, that's the first one he likes. The tiny markers work on an overcrowded dial. Citizen should lose the magnifier, then I'm in. If that had a Citizen, if that Citizen had an 8 series movement, it'd be sub. It's gotta be sub 500. Okay. Neff is saying, I'm a big fan of Citizen. I do like the president style bracelet. I'm not sure about the Amin hates the lug to lug 40 integrated. Might be too big for me. Cyclops can be removed. Colin liking that yellow. I'm digging the green, but I also like the yellow. Chaz gives it this one 3 checks.
The Glasshutte original website says that watch is case height 12.4 millimeters.
Yeah.
That's straight from the manufacturer website.
It looks good for a $300 watch. $300 watch is a great deal for that Citizen. I think so. Does it hack? Seiko 5 Citizen. Hey, BJ's here. Hi, BJ. How you doing? Colin wants one.
Colin's becoming.
Colin has frozen over.
He's become a Citizen. Yeah, sometimes I wonder with that pink C whether that's the Colin we think it is. You know,
You think it's an imposter?
He could be an imposter.
Trying to defame the Colin that we know.
He's an imposter. I mean, look, he's saying I want one to this $300 Citizen. I mean, if that's not evidence.
Rick, with the approval, $300 is killer for that watch for sure. Colin wants one. It must be a troll account. Yeah. Whatever, Colin. All right. You know. Okay. All right. Let's check something. I think there was one other release I wanted to take a look at, and definitely not the Moser.
No, why not?
Why not the Moser?
Okay.
Yeah, why
You
not?
want to take a look at the Moser? Okay. So you guys want to talk about it?
By the way, I have not seen this. I heard it was a little controversial, but I didn't actually look at it or look at the article. Can you tell me about this? I know it's a collab. I heard it's a collab. What's it?
A collab with Undefeated, which
Okay.
is like a streetwear brand. You know, they do drops like similar to like Supreme or whatever.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's like, who is this for? You know.
Is it DLC?
I don't know.
Hip Stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the chronograph. It's the streamliner chrono.
Streamliner chronograph. Yeah.
50,000 Swiss francs.
Apply DLC treated numerals. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the best part of it, right here.
You don't like the dial? I don't mind the dial.
Nah, I'm not into it.
It's a little bit of a risky play for them. I feel like it's obvious. It's obvious why they do it, but it seems like, they do some gimmicks. And is this kind of does this help their image or not? I'm not so sure.
I don't think Monochrome has it. I think Hodinkee has it. But my favorite is Ed Milan in a hoodie to look hip. Like it's just hilarious. It's hilarious. Pull it up on Hodinkee. It's hilarious. He's in a hoodie to try to look hip. It's just.
Is it a joke? It's real?
No, he's wearing a hoodie. Yeah, for the photo shoot that they took for Hodinkee.
Oh, that's very cringy.
Wild. Oh, it is totally cringy. Like he's like, look, guys, I'm cool too. It's just that part killed me. All they needed was him to hold a skateboard.
Is it this one?
Yeah, scroll down. There he is in a hoodie.
What an a-hole.
Yeah, no good.
At least he didn't have it pulled over his head. That would have been that really would have been too far.
No, you totally know that was part of the photo shoot, but I just didn't make the cut.
That didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, he is good looking guy. He is a good looking guy.
Yeah.
He's got the strong jawline. You're right, Neff.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cringe right there.
That went too far.
I mean, like he's wearing. Is that like velvet pants? Like
I think they're jeans or something. I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe, yeah.
I wonder what the footwear is like there.
Who knows?
He's probably got penny loafers on. Smoking a blunt with Eminem. Looks like Teddy's cooler older brother. Edward looks so fresh and hip in these promo shots. Perfect watch to go with his Travis Scotts.
Oh, it is Colin.
With my Travis Scotts, yeah. Skinny jeans and a hoodie for the win. Corduroy pants. Velveteen rabbit. Look at those blue eyes.
This watch, I'm neither here nor there on this watch. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not a bad looking watch.
But it's
a very obvious grab.
It's a good question, Deech. Did he make the top 10 and top 100? And if he did, was he above or below Federico?
I definitely don't want to be underfed.
Right.
I do not want him on top of me.
Fed doesn't want to be underfed. You know what I mean? Oh, all right. That's bad. He's got the window open because he was just smoking a blunt. Air that place out.
Oh man.
He's wearing Gucci with no socks. Of course he is, man. This is all like, it's like with those people, those TV anchors that just have the suit and shirt and they have like, nothing, no pants on or anything like that. That's totally what's happening. He's probably wearing Keds and no socks. Maybe Birkenstocks. I don't know. Whatever. He can wear whatever he wants, right? I think that's it, guys. I don't know if there's anything out there.
When are you doing a video on your The Citizen?
I'm sorry?
When are you doing
putting me on the spot.
Yeah. When are you going to do it?
Not for a couple of weeks. I'm not going to be I'm taking a little break for a couple of weeks. Everything's good. Just taking a little break with doing some family stuff. And so yeah. I mean, look, you did such a great job with your comparison video with the Grand Seiko, man. Like
Thanks.
I was waiting for that video to come out so I can get some information for my review. but yeah, I'm just gonna wait a little while. I gotta, there's gonna be a couple of Seiko reviews I have coming up first, and I just want to do this right, and I don't know what that means. I don't know if that it's probably gonna be the same review video that I always do, but I just don't want to miss out. There's so much information here with this watch. There's so much good stuff here that I just want to make sure I hit all of it. That's all. I get a little nervous.
Dan, are you gonna hold it down? I don't think I can stream, but if Rob's taking 2 weeks off and you got a brand spanking new YouTube channel,
I don't know if YouTube will let me because I think it's too small.
You can't stream on a new channel?
Sure you can.
I think you need like a certain amount of subs first. No.
Nope. You just
nice try.
Nice try. Thanks, Canadian Monkey. In my opinion, the Young Hands. Young Hands Meister telemeter. Let's take a look at that. Young Hands Meister. Right, Meister.
Mm-hmm.
Meter. Let's take a look here.
I got one more after that.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Put it up. I don't see it.
Put it up.
Oh.
You're not alone here.
Sorry.
Oh, this is not a new watch, right?
I don't think it's a new watch.
I remember this one. Yeah. It's a cool watch.
Yeah, I like it. Hobby Lobby, the side case engraving on the new Antarctique variant is pretty cool. All right. We'll put it up. Oh,
real quick.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about this last week? These watches?
We talked about we talked about Grand Seiko a little bit on Tuesday, but
This one
please.
seems to be a sleeper. Like,
Did you see this in person?
no,
No.
I haven't seen any in person, but I just feel like very few people are committing for this one out of our friends, and
Only one.
only one, and the real world pictures. I think, like, look at this. I think it's a sweet watch. They're both beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I can understand why a lot of our friends are getting this one. I tried on the original Peacock today, the green one, and man, that's a stunning watch. So I'm sure if this is as stunning, it's an amazing watch. But this one seems to really be going under the radar.
That one doesn't do it for me.
No, you don't like it?
The color is very light. It's weird. I don't know.
Is the red one with the similar pattern?
Same exact pattern.
Is it the same watch? Just
No,
red?
It's not a GMT. It's not a
Totally
GMT,
different watch. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that red one.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have to do our chicken watch or date just stream one of these days. Colin is.
I'm
bringing it
going
up here.
chicken. I'm going for the chicken.
I think I'm gonna go chicken too. Here, let's check that out. The side case of the Chapek. That's super interesting, right? I mean, that's pretty cool. You got
Is there a chicken?
wolf. No, there's no chicken.
It's disappointing.
But you got a couple of wolves. Yeah, I mean, look, in an ideal world, there'd be a chicken here, and a side profile of a chicken here, and the other side profile of the chicken here.
No birds. Come on.
Yeah.
Chapek.
But that's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Is that the one with the red?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a piece unique though.
Is it?
Yeah.
From what I hear, they're willing to do piece uniques for not crazy money.
Yep.
Which is Chaz goes wolf over chicken.
Oh, Chaz.
Ban. I'm gonna ban him right now.
Wayman was saying he spoke to the guys at the Grand Seiko boutique. All those limited releases sold out in a day.
Yeah.
That GMT didn't sell out in a day, though, did it?
Not on the website.
Not on the website. But maybe
that was up there for a couple of days.
Yeah.
I went to. Oh, Rick says not now. So I guess they were willing to do the piece uniques for not crazy money.
I think it's just they have too many orders now. They don't have time to do a piece unique.
It seems like a lot of small independents, there's that window before they blow up that you can get a piece unique.
Tao reminds me of cream egg. Wayne, what's going on here, buddy? Wayne wants to be on the show tonight. He heard chicken. Dow reminds me of cream in the coffee.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
My red coffee? Okay. Well, look, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. I feel like, we had a good conversation earlier with the Furlan Mari. I got to be able to get some of this stuff out of our chest, and how we feel about it. And like I said earlier, and I think we all in agreement, nobody really cares about this except for us. But
I'm sure they'll
watching.
sell out.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna buy 3. But we're watching. We're watching Waco. We're watching you, dude. No, not really. Dan, what do you got this weekend? Waiting for that tuna review, man. Is that coming out this week? Next week?
No promises.
No promises. I mean, you were on a streak, man. You were putting some stuff out. What do you got coming up?
Maybe something. No promises. I put a deposit down on that Sea of Clouds.
Oh man, that's such a beautiful watch.
it was a weird deposit. I've never done this before, where they said they didn't even know if they could get it for me. So,
right.
But it was sort of like, if you put a deposit down, we can try to place an order. That was basically the deal. So I put the deposit down, and he told me he'd text me on Monday whether it's likely or not.
So that watch seems to tick a lot of boxes for a lot of Grand Seiko fans. You got that case, right? The
44 GS.
44 GS case, which is very, very popular.
Yeah.
You have that beautiful dial.
Yeah.
High accuracy quartz, right?
Yep. 5 seconds a year, like
5
an eagle.
seconds a year. Yeah.
Display
great
back.
price point, right? Display case back. Great price point.
Back. Good price point. Yeah. Yeah. Fair, I would say, price
Fair,
point.
right? 3,800, right? Limited to 2,000 pieces, right?
They don't do too many of those 5 second per year.
Yeah.
And they don't do too many display case back.
Yeah. I mean, like, look, I think that one high accuracy quartz watch is good enough for me, but I can see, I can see getting that. You know what I mean? Because just the dial is just beautiful. And I would love to see that. And I mean, at least the renders are and the pictures are. It's beautiful. And I hope you get one, man. I hope you get one, because I would love to see that.
The thing is, if you have a whole box of high accuracy quartz, you can grab any one of them at any time, and it's just on time.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I just don't. I guess I don't place as much importance on it, right? Like, I think like one of those is fine for me, because if they're all high accuracy, right? If they're all doing that very, very well. I only need one. Like, the great thing about the manual and automatic movements, like, I feel like each of them has like a little bit of a personality to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You can put them all, sync them all, and then see, like, after a few months, which one gains a second first before the other ones.
Oh.
Do you guys think hey BJ?
Yeah. Do you guys think the SBGW259 is worth $8K? You bringing that up?
Yep.
Is that the Tiffany blue one? Which one is that? Nope.
It's this guy.
That one? Yeah, definitely. They don't do too many of those.
60th anniversary.
Yeah.
Recreation.
If that's the design you like, yeah.
Is there a display back?
No. Solid case back.
So is that quartz, or is that? I mean, I know nothing about this model. Is that?
No, that manual? Should be
it's titanium.
GW should be manual. Yeah, it should be manual. Yeah.
Brilliant hard titanium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby. Talk dirty to me.
Hobby is saying the GS case is a total sleeper. I've been waiting for a new SS dial color, though.
Blasphemy. Stainless steel.
It's the same movement as the SBGW231 for 4K.
So Grand Seiko gives about $1,000 premium for titanium, and then this is a limited edition, so that is a little bit of a premium.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a good value at $8,000, but if this is something that you want, like if this resonates with you, it's totally worth it. Oh, it does have display back. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a little disappointing for $8,000. This back.
Yeah.
But they make up for it other ways. At least they put it I think it's better than covering.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. I mean, look, I've seen better case backs, but I don't think it's terrible.
Yeah, it's not terrible. It's a beautiful watch. It's very minimalist. Like you have to like that look.
Happy
Well,
Bobby
this is
saying,
a tribute to the original Grand Seiko.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I like it.
Happy Bobby is saying that it'll be too light at that size and in a strap.
no such thing.
I mean, this thing is 86 grams. I think, and it's fine. I'm used to, it's funny. I'm used to the lightness of it now. Amin.
Yeah.
Where at first I thought it felt like, not real. But
Yeah, I
now-
love the lightness. This one's too small for me. This Grand Seiko 38.
Yeah, it's too small for me too.
It's
Yeah.
too small.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks, chat, for joining us this evening. Sort of a late notice, but you guys are always great, always awesome. Dan, Amin, thank you so much for joining again. Have a great
Thank
weekend,
you.
everybody, and we'll see you soon. Take care.
See you, everyone.